welcome to this section 4. Here we're gonna talk about like the long term of success and how to never relapse again. You guys need to understand that relapsing is gonna cost you a lot of time, energy, and maybe money if you invest on OnlyFans girls and all this BS. Okay, so in order to build this long term success and never relapse again, you need a bulletproof system. As you can see here, we have the objective is to make you have a bulletproof system to make you no fab effortless and integrate into your identity. Okay, so here we're gonna see like the three phases of mastering NoFap. And yes, NoFap, it's like a skill and you need to master it as well. So the first one is what I like to call detox phase. It's between 0 to 14 days. Okay, the main goal is to reset the dopamine and overcome craving tools, dopamine detox, exercises, and blocking triggers. Because yes, the first few days gonna be so hard for you, but after, like I've said, for me, after like 30 days around this, NoFap became so much easier for me. It's way easier than you think, guys. It's really, really not that deep. Okay, it's only hard for the first few days. So between 0 to 14, the main goal is to understand how your mind works, specifically your dopamine, because the main problem is not fapping. The main problem is your dopamine. Okay? As soon as you're gonna understand how to overcome it, how to resist your dopamine, then everything will make sense, everything will be easier for you. That's the first phase. The second phase is what I like to call momentum phase, is when you stack things and you build like this bulletproof momentum. This phase is between 15 to 90 days. Okay? And the main goal is to build new habits, redirect sexual energy, and tools. All you need to do is simply deep work, purpose focus, and identify shift. So what I mean by this is by my own meanings, all you need to do is keep yourself busy. Okay? Do something that gonna make you improve yourself and use this energy. I said this a lot of times in this free course. You guys need to understand that you need to use this energy. We have a lot of energy, excuse me, we have a lot of energy, and if you don't use it, this energy, then you're gonna use it on something else, especially if you are lost. And this is why for most people, they have a lot of energy and they put in something else, something that it's not even valuable, something they're gonna kill them slowly, partying, smoking, drinking, and vaping, and you're literally just wasting your time. Okay? So like I've said, here are the tools: a deep work, purpose, focus, and identify a shift. This is the memento phase. Now the mastery phase, which is 90 days and plus. So the main goal is to make no-fap effortless, full self-mastery. The tools that you need is higher goals, business, fitness, relationships. So here, the phases we have, like those two phases are like easy if you have a purpose. It's going to be hard if you don't have any purpose, okay? If you don't have any goals in your life. So this one is going to be the hardest one because you just, just um, you're still a beginner, you're still learning about NoFap, and you think that it's harder, which makes sense, you know. It's the first few days, obviously, it's going to be hard. But let me tell you that it's only going to take you like 14 to 30 days to understand that it's not really hard, and you can make it less harder just by simply having a purpose. If you have a purpose, that's it, man. That's it. It's way easier than you think. Okay? So here, like I've said, this one, momental phase, is very, very important. It's very, very important. Okay? And the only thing that you need to do is simply build new habits, having goals, doing things they're gonna, like I've said, use the energy, what I like to call transmutation. Okay, and here master phase, this one gonna be probably easy. Okay, because this one, like I've said, is the hardest one. This one, all you need to do is simply make yourself busy by my own meanings. And here, all you need to do is simply keep working on this purpose. Okay, here, for example, like I've said, you struggle with no fap, you don't have a purpose. You found your purpose here. You are building your skills. You are building new identity. You try to use those sexual energy, and here it's gonna be easier. Here it's just like you overcame it, and you know how to use this energy, and you use it 100% in the things they're gonna make you improve. So it's way, way easier. And now we're gonna talk about the unbreakable no-fap system. As you can see, that shit is long. Okay, so first here, purpose over pleasure. This one is the one that worked for me. So purpose over pleasure, what I mean by this is you have a mission that has to be big enough. Urges won't matter. It doesn't matter how the urge is gonna kick in. If you have a purpose, a big purpose, a purpose when you're gonna tell your parents or your friends or something like this, people like those, they're gonna be like, bro, you crazy. There is no way. For example, if you are a football player and you wanna make it professional, then obviously everyone gonna make fun of you. It does make sense because all of them, all of those people have these limited beliefs, and you don't need those limited beliefs. Just take off those limited beliefs, and everything will be easier for you. Okay? So, purpose over pleasure. Pleasure, you can find it anywhere. Purpose, it's hard to find. Okay? That's the first one. The second one is the environment design. And yes, the environment plays a big role, especially if you are the type of person who who try to fit everyone, a group of friends. Because there is a wise man on said, show me your friends and I will show you your future. If you have friends that are rich, you're going to be one of them. If you have friends that are smoking, you're going to be one of them. If you are friends that are fapping, you're gonna be one of them. Okay? So it does make sense. Stop stop surrounding yourself with people that are chasing pleasure. Okay? So remove all triggers, phone blockers, website filters, accountability partners. Okay? This is very, very, very important. Okay? Now we're gonna talk about the emergency protocols. So here, all you need to do is to have a relapse prevention plan. Okay? Let's say, okay, I feel those urges, they start to kick in. What the fuck am I gonna do? The only thing they need to do, like I've said, is just cold showers, workout, journaling, and leave in the room immediately. Why leave in the room immediately? Because if you stay in a comfort zone, then obviously you're gonna try to chase the pleasure. This is this is the reason why you probably do it in the toilets, the bathroom, or in your room. Okay, so it does make sense because you make yourself feel comfortable. And I bet that you cannot do this in a public places. If you do, then you're creepy, bro. You're creepy. Okay, that's not normal. You need help. Okay, so if you feel urges, your mind have to think immediately to find a specific solution. And this solution, like I've said, it really depends of everyone. For my case, it was going outside and working. And as you can see, I'm currently outside and working. Okay? So for you, it can be a cold shower. And cold showers work very, very well. I think cold showers worked for me. And it's probably something that can work for everyone. Okay? So now we're going to talk about this, which is very, very important as well, which is called delayed gratification training. The thing that you need is fasting. For everyone that is Muslim, they all know that there is a lot of um, benefits when it comes to fasting. Okay, and it's scientifically proved that fasting gonna boost your growth hormones, gonna boost your testosterone as well, and it have a lot of benefits because it's like you are doing like a detox to your health. You are clearing all those bad cells and all those weird ass stuff by all meanings. Okay, you need to work out. Workout is very, very important. And why I said workout, because like I've said, you need to use this energy. And especially if you use this energy in something that is heavy, like um like working out with heavy dumbbells or something like this. It has to be heavy. It has to be very strong. It's like when you need to go to the failure, okay? And mental challenges to strengthen your willpower. By my own meanings is you need to be competitive with yourself. Okay? Be like, okay, shit, okay, I feel urges, I bet. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna let those urges consume me because I'm a man and I can, like I've said, control myself. You are a man. You can control yourself. Just think about it, bro. Just the, I keep saying this in my videos. You only need to be conscious. Okay? You just need to be conscious. If you're conscious and you know that if you do this, you're gonna have this post-nut clarity, which we're gonna talk about it later in this video. Um, you're just gonna be conscious about the fact that it's bad. And the more you're conscious, the more you're gonna question yourself. And the more you question yourself, you're gonna use more the self-criticize, which means, why do I have to fab? Why am I gonna fab? I don't need this. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, so now we're gonna go to weekly reflection. Journaling. Okay, weekly reflection means journaling. What worked, what didn't work, how do I improve next week? Okay, if it works, let's say you tried cold showers and it did work, you have to journal it. Okay, if you did workouts and you went to the gym and you came back, right, and it didn't work out and you relapsed, then type it down as well. But here is a quick little information. As you can see, guys, you watching this video, um, you can see that this word is trying to normalize um, everything that is sexual. When you go to the gym, you find girls that are trying to show their butt, their body by all meanings. Um, when you watch like movies and stuff like this, they try to normalize it as well. So it's like they build something inside you. They're trying to build this thing since you're young in order to make it normalized, in order to make you addicted and to consume you. So don't let this consume you, bro. You are a man. You can overcome this by your own. But if you can't, literally by all the things that I said, and if you still can't, just DM me on Instagram and I will help you. And I will say how can I help you. Okay? So this is what I like to call the weekly reflection. Now we have the community and accountability. Surround yourself with men on the same path. So anyway, like I said, let's come back to our course. It was just a guy who just came, it's a friend. But yeah, so here we need to take action. Okay, as soon as I told you how to create this unbreakable no-fab system, which means system stands for 7 years of time, energy, and money. Okay, 7 years of time, energy, and money. I said that twice. I don't know, but yeah. So as you can see, purpose over pleasure, something very very important. The environment, design, which is important as well. Emergency control in order like, okay, if this happen, I'm gonna do this. Okay, it's like you automated your brain in a way that you're not gonna be successful. There is no way you're not gonna overcome this addiction if you do all of those things that I told you. Delayed gratification, which is more on no fab, like I've said, sorry, more on dopamine side. Okay, you need to train it. Okay, instant gratification is not the thing that you need. Like I've said, instant gratification. If you keep getting those instant gratification, obviously, logically talking, and it's scientifically proved that you're gonna crave even more dopamine, which means watching more corn. So, bro, think with your brain. Okay. Then we have weekly reflection. It's more like about journaling and understanding yourself, which is very, very important. And just add meditation as well. It's very, very important as well. And you have community and accountability. Well, when it comes to community, I have a free Discord community that you can join. I'm gonna put the link in the description. And I'm about to create a private paid community for only serious people that can afford the coaching program. I'm gonna talk more in details on how to improve yourself by using the energy from NoFap and also how to make money, how to use the same energy and make money, which is guaranteed to work for everyone. Okay, you have no excuse. You can make money online. It's not way, it's not hard. Okay, I showed my girlfriend how to make money. 1 month after she made 2K, 3K, something like this. Now she's making 2K per month. It's way easier than you think. Okay, so yeah, anyway, now we need to take action. Okay, Hatim, you talked about this. You told me the system. I understand. But now you need to take action. It's very, very important. Okay, so action, steps, and exercises. What I mean by this is the only thing you need to do is create your no-fap battle plan. Write down what you will do when the urges hits, which is more in the journaling here, the weekly reflection, which is more in the journaling phase or category. Okay, it's like by my own meanings, it's like you try to understand yourself in a way that you already know what to do. It's like if you have a business, as soon as you're gonna wake up, you're gonna think about the business. Okay, and sometimes in order to improve your business, you need to question yourself. How can I improve? What can I do to make my business even better? And more and more and more. Okay, it's more like self-criticize or let's say understanding yourself in a way that's gonna improve yourself. Okay, this is what I call create your Nofa battle. If there is a urge, I will do this. That's all. Okay, you just need to act like a robot and don't be a slave to your own urges. You are a man. Okay, you have a brain and you have feelings as well, but just think with your brain, man. Okay, so now we have visualization exercises. Okay, all you need to do is close your eyes and imagine yourself as a powerful, disciplined man. And yes, it does work. Okay, for those people that don't know, like visualization is when you try to visualize yourself as a successful man. Okay, because for most of people, they visualize themselves when they get this hit of urge, they visualize themselves losing. Okay, they think like, damn, I have an urge. I need to go fap right now. Nah, bro, that's not how the things work. If you have an urge, there is a lot of things that you can do, like I've said, but there is also visualization. I have an urge. I'm not gonna fap. I am not like this. I'm not the type of man. that is weak just by himself. Okay? So stop getting controlled by your own self. You're literally trapping your own self and you're killing your own self slowly. So stop doing this. This is very dumb, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand, y'all. I understand you, bro. I understand you definitely because I was in the same position as you 7 years ago, and I wish someone can make this video just like what I did, and and like I've said, help me in a way that if I see this video, I just need to do this, understand stuff, and take action. That's all. Okay? So the last one is mindset shift. What I mean by this is instead of saying I can't fab, say I don't fab. Okay? This makes it part of your identity. You are what you think of. If you think you're gonna be poor, you will be poor. If you think you will be successful, you will be successful. If you think you can't hold your own energy and put it, just waste it like this, then guess what? You're gonna waste your energy. Okay? Like I've said, you are what you think of by my own meanings. Okay? So that's all, man. It's not that hard. Okay? Just change your mind. Change your mind in a way that's gonna improve yourself and change your mind because, like I've said, you are what you think of. If you think you are a loser, you will be a loser. Okay? But because for those people that don't understand, I will explain like quick. So we have conscious mind and the unconscious mind or subconscious mind. The conscious mind is when, like here, the prefrontal cortex. Um, if you tell yourself that you are a loser and you mean it, well, guess what? It's gonna go into your subconscious mind or unconscious mind. And if it's gonna stay there, it's gonna stay there. Every time you wanna do something, you're gonna disrespect yourself. You're gonna be like, I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I'm a loser. You know what I'm saying? So for all those people that keep overthinking and stuff like this, like, oh my gosh, there's an urge, what I'm gonna do? Well, guess what? You just need to reframe your thoughts. It's not hard. Just train your subconscious mind. And how can you train your subconscious mind? By simply training your conscious mind. And how can you train your conscious mind? By simply taking actions and reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, like I've said, I fab, just say, I don't fab. I'm literally not the type of guy who fabs. Yeah, I use it to fab. It's been a while ago. Even though it was like 5 days ago, you use it to fab. Just change it. Okay? Your mind um, gonna think in a different way. Okay, just the same thing with every athlete, the same thing with every professional guy. They all have this crazy mindset, crazy mentality. And this is what separates winners from losers, is their mind, the way they think of themselves. And for most people in this generation, they think themselves as a losers. Well, guess what? You're gonna be a loser. So yeah, and here is a quick little key takeaway. No fab success is about system, not willpower. If you master your habits, you will never relapse again. And yes, this is true. All you need to do is simply create a habits that are gonna make you a successful man and always think about the long term. Because for most people that are fapping, they only think about the short term. Short term, which means instant gratification. And instant gratification means watching corn. And if you watch corn, you're gonna fap. But instead, you need to think about the long term. Long term means you think about the future. Okay? Think about yourself not losing. Think about what you can do. Think about how can you transmit the same energy that you have into something that you're gonna use it. And we're gonna talk about girls as well, because girls can see if you are the type of person who faps or not. So for those people that gonna think that I'm lying and stuff like this, we're here. We have a scientific study. I only took one scientific study, but there is a lot of scientific studies. Plus, there is a lot of proofs that no fap works 100%. Okay, especially if you fap every single day. So here, no fap benefits, as you can see. Purported mental benefits. Members of the NoFap community have reported experiencing numbers of mental benefits, including increased happiness. You're going to become so happy. Okay, boosted confidence. 100%. Increased motivation and willpower. True. Lower levels of stress and anxiety. That's true as well. Okay, because just fix your cortisol and you're not gonna have this stress anymore. It's not that hard. And stop overthinking, bro. Okay? Heighten it spiritually. This is true. You become so close to God. And this is the thing that I forgot to tell you in this, I forgot to tell you, bro, in this video, is that every time you're gonna stop fapping, you're gonna become so close to God. And I was never this close to God. I pray particularly every single day. Every single day, I pray to God to give me strength to help me even more to achieve my goals and more and more and more. Okay? Self-acceptance. You're gonna accept yourself, you're gonna respect yourself, you're gonna love yourself. Okay? Improve attitude and appreciation towards other sexes. This is true. I don't have to explain anything. It does make sense. Purported physical benefits, and yes, when you practice NoFap and you go to the gym and stuff like this, your pump become way, way better. Okay? And don't type me in the comments like, yeah, but I know a bodybuilder who have big muscles and still fat, bro. You're not this bodybuilder. You're not him. Okay? He have a doctor, he have a nutritionist, he knows what he's doing. If he's fapping or something like this, then yeah, he needs help as well. But by my own meanings, stop comparing yourself with people that are better than you, no one like no in an egotistical way, because you can always improve yourself. Okay, we are all humans, we all need to learn from our skills. There is a lot of skills that you can learn. There is a lot of things that you can learn in this life. There's not only no fap, there's not only fapping. And as soon as you're gonna stop fapping and you're gonna start your no-fap journey, after 90 days, you're not gonna think about no-fap anymore. You're just gonna think about your purpose. Okay? So yeah, some potential physical benefits shared by no-fap users. Here, no-fappers are higher energy levels. Your energy gonna increase crazy, drastically. Okay? Muscles growth, bro. That shit is true. Your muscles gonna become bigger, and it does make sense as well. Okay, better sleep, the sleep quality is going to become so much better, it's going to increase as well. Okay, improved focus and concentration. Obviously it does make sense because you're going to become more focused and you're not touching your prefrontal cortex, which is the thing that going to make you control yourself. Here, for those people that don't know what I'm talking about, this is the prefrontal cortex, the frontal lobe, where the role of this is memory, thinking, and reasoning, and self-control, and all these things. Okay, planet, as you can see, if you are on NoFap, all those things is going to become way easier, more efficient, which is going to be so much easier for you to overcome all of the hard challenges that you face every single day. Okay, so here we got, like I've said, improved focus and concentration, better physical performance and stamina. Um, as you can see, I'm just going to give you one example. I will give you a question. Do you really think all those professional athletes, do they fap? Do you think they fap? I don't think so. Why? Because they need stamina. And if you keep fapping, you're not gonna have stamina. You know what? I guarantee you that everyone that is fapping, he have a low stamina. Okay? And those people that fapping. Also, there's people that don't have stamina naturally because they're fat or they're they don't work out, and it does make sense. Improved or cured erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction is when your PP cannot get up. Okay, imagine yourself with your wife and you married her and stuff like this, and you want to do, you wanna smash her, right? And we cannot even get up. Like think how painful that shit is. Like think about it, man. Like that shit is very painful. You just want to smash and your we cannot even get up. Okay, this is very sad. So yeah, improved sperm quality. The sperm quality gonna become so much better. It's gonna improve more, especially if you eat well. What I mean by eat well is just eat red meat, especially nuts. Nuts are very, very, very good. It's gonna improve your sperm quality as well. Okay, just by my own meanings, eat healthy. Don't eat all this BS food. By what I mean, like fast food and all these things. You don't need that shit, bro. It's gonna make you have a worst sperm quality. And you need to understand that every single year, 1% of people are losing their sperm quality. The sperm quality going to become worse and worse and worse. And if the sperm quality become worse and worse and worse, then guess what? You're not going to have babies. Anyway, so the testosterone does have an effect on mood, energy levels, physical growth, performance, and muscle growth. You already know this. So yeah, that's pretty it. That was the session 4, and now we're gonna go to session 5.